whoever is funding Soderbergh movies is losing a lot of money, though. I feel like he knows how to make a really efficient, fun, nice thriller. It's kind of his bag, and Black Bag
Hmm.
is him in his bag. This film about a husband and wife pair of spies or intelligence officers who find themselves caught in an intriguing
Conspiracy?
situation. I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, a bit of conspiracy, right? Like, how would you
Yeah.
describe it? Um,
I,
but yeah, a man who knows how to spot a liar has to decide whether or not his wife's been lying to him. And it's pretty
hmm
intriguing.
I think it's the premise that got me through the door. The name already had me buy the ticket. We have two Soderbergh's movie this year. I want to start off with how do you feel comparing this to Presence with a man going back to back?
Well, it's fun because Soderbergh's in this era where he's just sort of experimenting and coming up with ideas that fascinate him and trying to figure out how to make them entertaining, right? And there's stuff that's a little more experimental and stuff that's maybe a little bit more structured. Presence is a little bit more towards the experimental side, but it has enough of structure that I still find it really, really compelling. Like, I think it's one of those films where even if I don't think it like the experiment works perfectly, he's really just finding so many interesting elements to it and presenting you with this idea of a ghost story in a form that I've never seen it before. So I found it really compelling. I maybe find Presence a little more memorable than I do Black Bag.
Ooh. I think so too because of the swings he takes. Even though I think I go Black Bag a star, half a star more, because like
Yeah,
you're saying with Presence, go for it.
I was just gonna say I think maybe I'd recommend Black Bag to more people. It feels like a more palatable movie to a wider set of audiences.
Hmm.
I think there's probably people out there who would be a little bit confused by
I
the
got
setup in
a little bit of
Presence.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. On
Yeah,
my screening.
but I think Presence is a better movie.
Yeah, look. The man makes great movies all the time. Remember he was on that run of making two movies a year. I want to
Yeah,
say it was Aaron Brockovich in
he doesn't
Traffic,
sleep.
where he lost to himself for best director.
Yeah.
The GOAT. I love it. To me, I do think I give Black Bag an extra half star, and that's specifically because there's something both of these movies do that all of his movies do, and that's where you can see it from like the perspective of in Presence. It's how he shoots it, where he's almost breaking the fourth wall of him being the cameraman, the ghost being the POV. He's always coming up with new stuff. And to me, the description you gave for Black Bag, I think really hones in when you realize like anytime they go on a mission, Black Bag is that key word to be like, don't question anything. I cannot tell you what it's about. I gotta go do this. And they're all
Hmm.
professional liars. That's like the big line from your girl in the movie, who's fantastic.
Marissa.
Alita didn't know she was in Back to Black. I'm like, girl, that's the girl from Back to Black. She goes, okay, I gotta give her a little bit more credit. I was like, I
Yeah.
liked her in Back to Black. It's just it shouldn't have been an Amy Winehouse movie.
Yeah.
In here, she has one of my favorite lines, and it's like, we're all just a bunch of liars trying to be together. And then it clicked on me. This is a movie about actors falling in love. How you have to trust another person when they're running lines overseas, when they're with somebody else, where every movie that you go to is just another Black Bag and they need to trust each other. And I thought it was delicious. It is great. Everyone in this cast is firing on all cylinders, man. It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
It's a really
4
entertaining
stars on
movie.
that bad boy.
Yeah, dude. I really enjoyed it, especially the scenes where they're all sitting down together. There's a couple of them, but they're just like the dialogue is so sharp and punchy, and you're on the edge of your seat. I don't know, man. This is the kind of like low key,
Adult?
sexy spy thriller, adult drama of sorts that I really, really I hunger for when I go to the
Amen.
movies.
Yeah, I was very happy with it, and I saw the people who were coming out a little mixed, and they didn't want some of the mature takes in the movie, and I was like, oh, that's
Mhm.
completely fine with it. They were confused on some of the stuff. I think one of the biggest critiques I've seen, and I'll try to pull up a picture, the lighting. Not a bad for me,
Yeah,
but you know what I'm
there's that
talking
one
about.
scene that they're sitting down to the dinner table, and the dinner table is just like awash in bulbs that are lighting the scene. And I don't know, I thought it looked dope. I maybe I'm a little like susceptible to style like that, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
You
didn't. Well, some people were like, "It's an issue with me. My eyes go somewhere." I was like, "That's a you issue. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, if you can't sit in a theater,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long the movie is. You're an impatient person. To me,
It
I'm gonna go with the director who's lost to himself for best director at the
right?
Oscars. You
Yeah.
could already see it here. I also love when they find like the worst image too,
Mm.
right? Like
Well,
let's get
yeah,
a little
it's
shutter
because it's
frame in
also
there
an
and
image somebody is taking on their phone in the movie
the
theater. Like
theater.
obviously the color isn't going to be quite right
You
there.
can see it right there. It don't even look like that person who went viral for the meme. The idea
Mhm.
is that there's something on the table. Are you guys that dumb? Like there's something on the table that nobody
Yeah.
wants to discuss. That's like the easiest first grader take
Right.
on why this is designed. I can guarantee you from 2, 3, 4, and 5, it ain't because my eyes are attracted to the wrong thing. That's come on. If you're missing that point, then 100% there are conversations between these two that you are not getting.
Yeah.
This
Definitely.
is more of an, I hate saying an intellectual movie, but this is 100% on the realm of like, this is Mr. and Mrs. Smith for smarter people, which we got the show that did that already. Don't get it
Yeah, well,
twisted.
I was going to say, like, this is less Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie, and more Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show. It's a little
Amen.
zanned out. It's a
There you
little
go.
low key. You got to lean in. You can't watch this while being on your phone, or you're going to miss like a really pivotal piece of information.
Yes.
And for me, like, I love that moment about halfway through the movie in which, like, the everything gets flipped on its head, and you think
Mhm.
the investigation is one thing, and you realize it's going the other direction.
Yeah.
Like those are the moments that I live for in movies like this, and it really delivers, but only if you're kind of leaning into it a little
Leaning
bit.
in, yeah, paying attention. To me, my favorite two scenes are right here. You can kind of see them. I like the Bella one right here in the middle.
Yes, yes.
Where they're like helping each other, and she's very attracted to the idea of like, I have a partner in this industry too. See what I did there? And she's very curious about them too. Like, how does that work out? And she's
Yeah.
fascinated by them. That scene plays out really great. And I have to tell you, bro, I need this on digital because the scene before this one right here,
Yeah.
I think we have a reverse Banderas meme. The one from Hackers when he goes, "Ooh, I just saw something good."
Yeah.
We have like a Succession when everything went wrong for the rocket.
Right, right. Or or
He's just
um or Roman sending the wrong text at the
that's what I'm
conference
talking about
table.
in Succession. The
Yeah.
wrong thing. This man has a moment where he goes, "Oh boy!" when he looks at the
His
screen.
eyes,
My
yeah.
whole audience erupted, and they were quiet the entire movie.
Mm.
And then, I mean, you're looking at that right there. He is so nervous in this scene. Michael Fassbender, thank you for returning. Thank you. I hope your racing is out of your system. We need you back, my man. We need you back.
Yeah.
Kate
Great
Blanchett, not
movie.
bad herself. She got a decent.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
She's got a
not.
future in this industry.
You heard her say, they asked her, "You want to win another Oscar?" She goes, "I want to win another 3."
And why are people not complaining about that and complaining about Chalamet, huh? Why is he the only one who's
Exactly.
not allowed to aspire to greatness?
She is greatness, bro. They're both greatness.
Yeah.
I highly recommend this movie. This is a big thumbs up for me. Definitely go catch it in theater.
Yeah, you went 4. I think maybe I'm at 3.5, but I could see bumping that up to a 4 on a rewatch for sure.
That's fair. What'd you go with Presents?
3.5 as well. Both really good movies.
Good director, great director.
Yeah.
Catch his stuff online and catch everything else he does. Steven Soderbergh's.
Have you ever
low-key
watched
goat.
his black and white cut of Raiders of the Lost Ark set to the score from The Social Network?
No, I've heard about.
It's
this
on
so
his
much, I have
channel
not.
still, or on his website still.
Yeah, I gotta get on that because remember you saw people
Yeah.
finding out like really funny stuff about him. Let me try to pull it up because you think that comes out on here as editor.
I would guess no, but maybe.
Letterboxd? Yeah, Letterboxd put some really crazy stuff on here, so you never know. But it's also just insane to pull this up and to showcase this man's an editor on his stuff. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Why is he editing Presents, bro? Like you're already directing it. But the
Well, not
big one
only
I wanted to
that,
show
like
you-
we talked about how this man is super prolific, putting out like 2 movies a year. Supposedly what he does is he goes and shoots, and then he goes to the bar with his laptop and he's editing the day's footage right there.
Michael Shannon core, let's go, bro. These boys are about it. Yeah, just the fact that he's edited so many of these right here as I'm showcasing. But the big one that I wanted to pull up was I remember finding this out, and it's so funny every time everyone finds it out. Oh, he's the camera up on that. Where is he, bro? I don't even know if it'll pull up here. There it is. He did extra camera work on the first Hunger Games. So that entire look that they swap out, why? Why would he be associated with that? A little fun fact for one of the goats out there.
That's
Presence,
awesome.
Black Bag, whatever you watch, just know Soderbergh touches it, it's good.
Absolutely. Can't go wrong with a Soderbergh movie.